But Andrew,
No, I wasn't downtrodden. He might be, because he ought to be, because his lot aren't doing so well.
let's talk about.
That's a brilliant attempt at deflection. I'm going to have to shake your hand for that. Well done.
And it ain't working.
Interesting though, that the sort of the biggest resignation of the Westminster sex scandal, Kevin. It feels like it's been waiting to happen.
Yeah.
But is the timing of this interesting?
Yeah, she hoped to bury it with Christmas, slip it out last night, 9 o'clock. She had this report all week, but it's extraordinary that there we are, Damian Green is sitting next to her yesterday at Prime Minister's questions, has the cloak of the Prime Minister's security around him, and then she gets rid of him in the afternoon because she claims he's misled, which is lied. And it's humiliating for him, humiliating for his family, but it's also very embarrassing for her. And there are serious questions about how she's handled this right from the beginning. I know he's her old university friend, so there's a chumocracy, if you like, where she's wanted to keep him close, give him an extra chance, as it were. But pushing him out late like this, you're going to think, why didn't you do it earlier? Just get it over and done with.
And that's the point as well, Andrew, isn't it? This humiliation for Theresa May that has built across the number of resignations that have already happened with Priti Patel and Michael Fallon as well. And this one, as Kevin says, a close ally who it feels like she has tried to protect as well.
She definitely tried to protect him, because they do go back to Oxford University. His wife was a friend of hers, her husband was a friend. There was a group of them at Oxford University. And in a sense, it's quite charming that she wanted to be loyal to her very old friend. But the fact is, look, was there pornography on his computer? He said he knew nothing about it, and now we know incontrovertibly he did.
The thing is you have to think, what a twit.
Yes.
Because if he still denies, doesn't he, that it was anything to do with him, this
he
pornography.
Didn't look at
He said, I didn't download it, I didn't do it, I didn't look at it.
It just appeared between his emails as he sent his email.
And they said so frequently that it would be hard to believe that he hadn't seen it. But he still denies that he in any way, you know, it was his pornography. But if he'd come out and said, OK, I did know about it, but it wasn't mine, and I should have said before, but then to lie about two occasions being warned, makes you not just think, you know, somebody that's watching pornography a bit mucky, but actually a liar and therefore not trustworthy.
We always say in politics, don't we, it's often not the offence that causes the downfall.
It's not the crime, it's the cover-up.
It's the cover-up. So he was told in 2008 by the police, who raided his office. In my view, they should never raid his office in the first place. They weren't looking for pornography. They were looking for evidence he'd been helping a whistleblower, because he was an opposition MP at the time.
So why shouldn't they have done that? That seems reasonable as part of an investigation.
I think whistleblowing is a very honourable thing.
They were top secret documents at the time, and the Cabinet Office Secretary is so concerned about national security. They took the very unusual step, and it's incredibly unusual.
But on his computer, they found this pornography, and they told him at the time. And then in 2013, so very recently, just in case he'd forgotten, how could you ever forget the police have said, we found a lot of porn on your work computer, mate. In 2013, they told him again, and he still lied.
So what does it say about Theresa May? She sat there yesterday looking very confident, seemed to rather enjoy PMQs, as you say, with him next to her.
I assumed he was in the clear. So I'd written my piece assuming that we were going to find out in the next 24 hours that Green was off the hook. Off the hook.
So she seemed confident, she seemed happy. She already knew this was happening because she got the report on Monday.
I think it's a sign.
So what does it say? Has she got a poor lack of judgment? Too scared? Too weak?
I think
or
she
just
actually...
too loyal?
I think actually, in a funny sense, she felt stronger than she had a week earlier that she could sack this bloke.
She's a ditherer. She couldn't make up her mind, so she was dithering, and she's now kicked him out.
But it makes her look a little bit duplicitous, because she sat there next to him knowing that in a matter of hours it's going to come out.
I know, and he was chairing cabinet committees every morning. There was they have a number 10 strategy meeting at number 10. He was at everyone else. Last week he was at a Privy Council meeting with Her Majesty the Queen. What was she thinking about?
And let's not forget also Kate Maltby, a young woman,
nobody's forgetting
30 years his junior, made the allegation.
He may have touched her knee. He may have touched her knee.
Of an inappropriate approach.
Hang on.
The Cabinet Office found she was a plausible witness.
But they also said it was inconclusive.
Yes, but they didn't find she was a plausible witness.
She said he may have touched her knee. Ridiculous. Nobody should be sacked over that.
Because, of course, Brexit Secretary David Davis had threatened to resign if Damian Green was sacked. He seems like he's changed his mind.
Well, the reason Davis said that was because he didn't want Green brought down by what he said a discredited police officer. The police officer who made these allegations, of course, had to leave the police force over various matters, including security leak. But the fact is, Green has gone, not over what the cop said, he's gone because he lied.
That police officer will probably now be able to sue
but
Damian
David
Green.
Shouldn't have said that if he didn't know the facts.
David Davis.
Well, maybe Damian Green lied to David Davis.
David Davis should not go around shouting out off his mouth like that.
So that was one. That's one thing that clearly isn't going to change, because David Davis is staying where he is, certainly for the time being. But what about replacing Damian Green?
She's got to appoint somebody at the Cabinet Office.
Well,
the Cabinet Office, is the heart of government. It kind of runs the machine. Doesn't mean you have to have a deputy, but you have to have somebody there. Then you'll have to decide who stands in for you at Prime Minister's question. She's running out of people.
Is there anyone she trusts?
Well, do you know, the thing is, she was planning. We all thought she was planning a bigger, wider reshuffle in January, which would mean possibly getting rid of the Chancellor. She can't stand, and nobody can stand him. He's boring, spreadsheet Phil. So now, it'll probably just be a minor reshuffle, and then a bigger one in January.
Chaos has become the new normal for Theresa May. 3 have gone in 7 weeks. Normally, it wouldn't matter if the economy was running along rather nicely. Public services were fantastic.
Have you not
noticed the economy is stuck. We've seen economic growth and inflation.
30-year high exports. Always skips the bits that
she lost his voice.
Thank God. Can we have this permanently? Because it didn't talk sense anyway.
There is.
And there is Brexit to deal with.
Here we go.
Determine our future for generations.
Christmas, Kevin.
We will have to leave it on that note of discord.
Happy Christmas to one and all.
Kevin, as ever, always great to have you.
He's lost it.
He's on a...
completely lost it.